August 30th, Street Fighter officially turns 30 years old. 30 years ago, Street Fighter debuted in arcades, and I fell in love with Street Fighter 2. It was one of my first arcade games I ever played, and it introduced me to the fighting game genre, and I was instantly in love. I love the Street Fighter series. I bought Street Fighter on the Switch. I had Street Fighter 2 on so many different platforms. I even had the Ryu statue that you get when you get the vanilla Street Fighter 5. That's right. I enjoyed Street Fighter 5, even with the lack of arcade mode. But Capcom's known for kind of just doing way too much with Street Fighter, and I'll admit, sometimes I'll buy into it, but this right here, I definitely wanted to make a video on it, because Capcom USA and I Am 8-Bit are teaming up to bring us the anniversary Street Fighter 2 re-release on the Super Nintendo. Now, my co-host James Gruesome and I on XS Gaming Podcast, we've talked about the idea that it'd be kind of cool if like companies re-release their old content in the original format. We were like, man, it'd be kind of cool if they made, you know, new Nintendo games and like for the Nintendo. That'd be really awesome. And that idea is really cool. And this right here kind of just makes me say I'm glad they don't do this, because they're selling this thing for $100. Okay, for $100 you get a red Street Fighter 2 reproduction cart, a box with like a little bit of like foilness, and you get an instruction manual and a bunch of retro little goodies that they said is surprise. So they urge you to open this thing, but you know damn well the people that are buying this are not going to open it. And the thing is too, what makes the collectors even say even more like, oh, I have to get this, this is like $100, who cares, is because they're only making 5,500, and out of those 5,500 there's going to be 1,000 cartridges that are going to be glow-in-the-dark Blanca shell. That's right, you have the possibility of getting a glow-in-the-dark Super Nintendo cartridge of a game that came out 26 years ago that's worth $30 complete on eBay. You have the chance of getting it in glow-in-the-dark like Blanca. It's stuff like this that really grinds my gears when it comes to the hobby. I feel like nostalgia has really pushed some great ideas with entrepreneurism, but it also pushed some really shady just cash grabs. I feel like this is a cash grab. I feel like, you know, when I watch YouTube now, I feel like there's at least like 3 or 4 new clone consoles coming out. They're like, oh, and this is the, you know, the new Super Nintendo Superboy HDMI, you know, system. And this is kind of like what's going on with this, you know, and it falsely makes prices go up because dumbasses are going to see that people are paying $100 for Street Fighter 2, and they're going to say, well, I have an original Street Fighter 2, and people are paying $100, I'm going to jack this one up to about $150. And then you'll have those same people that will go on videos and rant and be like, YouTube is just bringing up the game prices. I don't understand why the game prices are so high. But no, really, this right here is the problem. This right here is stupid. It's dumb. It's a cash grab. And the icing on the cake is this cartridge comes with a disclaimer that it could set your Super Nintendo on fire. That's right. They have no liability in case this reproduction sets your SNES, which is considered a vintage collectible, in flames. So, you know, granted, a lot of these people who are buying this are probably not going to play it. They're probably not going to put it in their Super Nintendo. They might, you know, slightly slice it and open it up to see if they get that glow-in-the-dark cartridge, probably close it, maybe make an unboxing video and put it back on the shelf and just look at it. Because, you know, Street Fighter 2 is so common. They probably already have 6 copies, one to play, one to display, and one to wipe their ass with whenever they have a meatball sub from Subway. It's like, this right here, it just bothers me. As a Street Fighter fan, as a video game fan, as a gamer, this is just exploiting my hobby, something I'm into, and it's just people trying to make a quick cash grab. I mean, you have people that will gladly go out and spend $100 on this, but they will refuse to play something like Sonic Mania because it's not in a physical format. It's digital only. You know, you'll spend $100 on a reproduction cartridge that looks like something from AliExpress, but you don't want to play Sonic Mania, a game made by an indie company. They got permission from Sega that's an old school Sonic game. And by the way, isn't this what people ran about with Nintendo when they shut down fan-made projects? Like, why don't they just hire these people and make, their own Metroid? Well, that's kind of what Sega did with Sonic Mania. And if, you're not supporting it, then you're not pushing the cause, and there's a possibility that this could be something that wouldn't happen at all. So what are your thoughts about this, guys? Street Fighter 2 re-release on the Super Nintendo. On pen and paper, that sounds amazing. Then you see the $100 price tag and you're just like, what are you smoking? Like, seriously, what are you smoking? I'm a big Street Fighter fan, but I'm not a dumb Street Fighter fan. Anyway, guys, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this video made you very, very triggered, if it kind of made you upset, then maybe you're the person I'm talking about, and maybe you should really think about this. Think about it. $100 on a common SNES game because it's red and has a limited edition sticker on it. I mean, come on. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.
Can't get enough of Access Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on Podomatic.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.